So guys, if you are watching us from South Africa, tell us the best accommodation areas in Cape Town, the best Airbnbs.
When you go to a club,
Tell us what's the nightlife in South Africa. Above all, we want to meet people from South Africa, I think.
yeah.
So if guys you think like once we come to South Africa you want to meet us and interact. So guys, we have a big update which Mr. Lamek is gonna be telling you. What's our big update?
I think we wanna go to the next level in terms of our YouTube, and one of the things that we've been planning is going on a trip to one of these African nations, and we wanna go to South Africa, by the way. But now we are like, do we go by bus or we should go by
Our car.
our car or an aeroplane? But I think going by car is fun.
It's the best because of the adventures. Because if we go to South Africa by air, there's no videos that you can record on air. Even if you did, you just be recording clouds. Also, if we went by bus, you can't record. The problem is you won't be having as many sceneries to show.
Yeah.
So by car is the best way, because also once we head over to South Africa, we will be passing by Tanzania, then Zambia, then I think Botswana. Then after Botswana is when now we head over to South Africa. Then to Etswani, then Lesotho, many of those Southern African countries.
But now, the finances is gonna be one of the biggest challenges that we'll be facing. So how are we gonna finance ourselves?
That's the biggest challenge. So it's not something we're gonna do today or tomorrow. We're gonna give ourselves a time frame. Over the next few months, like 2-3 months, we can start saving up.
Yeah.
As well, guys, if you are in South Africa and you want to interact with us once we come over there, tell us as from today, because once we come to Tanzania, to South Africa, we want to meet as many people as possible.
But like, do people in Botswana speak English?
I don't know what's the official language.
I think in Botswana they do speak English. But when you go to Central and then West Africa, people don't speak English unless the youth. But like the old people, they don't. So it's even so hard to talk.
So yeah, I think mostly but you're always gonna get someone who is speaking English,
because everyone listens to Drake.
Everyone listens to Kanye West. Everyone listens to all those politicians also.
Yeah, so guys, we'll be going to South Africa, but like, we don't have the funds right now. We are manifesting in the next 2-3 months. Average, how much is it gonna cost?
I think to be on the safer side, you need like 200,000 Kenyan shillings, which is about 1,500 USD.
Wow, that's enough money to build a business in Kenya.
Yeah, that's enough money to build a business. But also going over there is a big risk, which has its own rewards. It's also like an investment.
Let's imagine we go by with our own car. How will it be?
Because from here to Tanzania, such how many miles we have.
Let me clean my hands.
Yeah. So guys, we want to make this trip, plan this trip together with you guys. So we want to know from Kenya, Nairobi, Kenya to South Africa, how many miles we have or how many kilometers we have. And then let me also clean my hands.
Let me use ChatGPT.
Ask Mr. ChatGPT how many kilometers or how many miles to Cape Town, to South Africa, Cape Town. Yeah. So from it's approximately 4,000.
Okay. By road, it's approximately 5,000 kilometers. by air is 4,000, but by kilometer, you know, a car usually passes by. So this is 5,000
kilometers,
200 kilometers,
or 3,200 miles.
Yeah.
From here to South Africa,
which will take 2 days, 20 hours continuous driving.
Okay, so if our car, if from here to the village,
if our car, with our Nissan
Note 1200 cc,
not
1200 cc,
how much? How many liters will it consume?
I think the easier way to ask would have been if our car,
just give it a,
okay, let's give it about 300 liters.
Yeah, let's say 320, 340.
Yeah,
let's say
350, because also once we will be passing through those countries, or to be on the higher side, let's say 400 liters
times
174,
69,000,
which is
109,000. Let's say on fuel is,
wow, that's just
expensive.
on fuel.
Let's say 150,000 on fuel.
But that's now once you've covered many of those countries. That's on the higher side.
150,000.
Okay, that's about how much? That's about 1,200 USD.
1,200 USD. Yeah.
And then there's accommodation. So guys, if you are watching us from South Africa, tell us the best accommodation areas in Cape Town, the best Airbnbs, because we want to come to Cape Town.
Airbnb might cost like,
or not even Airbnb, the best, the affordable places that we could sleep once we are in Cape Town. Because guys, we just don't want to come to Cape Town. We want to go to Durban. We want to go to Johannesburg. Yeah, Joburg. Joburg is Johannesburg, right? So we want to come to Johannesburg, Cape Town. There are many other cities in South Africa. Yeah, so tell us guys, if you are watching from any of these cities in South Africa, tell us which is how is accommodation, what's the prices of accommodation, how is the food in South Africa. Tell us everything, because we really want to know how much do we need for staying in South Africa. We don't want anything extravagant, we just want something nice but really affordable. What else do we need? Food, yeah. Tell us what kind of food you guys consume in South Africa.
When you go to a club.
Tell us what's the nightlife in South Africa. Above all, we want to meet people from South Africa, I think.
Yeah.
So if guys you think like once we come to South Africa you want to meet us and interact, then
it's expensive than I thought.
It's very expensive.
It's not gonna just be, because if we go to Tanzania, we're gonna rest.
Yeah.
We're gonna sleep at a certain place. It's gonna be more than 200,000.
Yeah, it's gonna definitely be more than. So guys, that trip really needs a lot of preparation, because just from what we've done, the simple math that we've done, we've seen that on the lower end you need like 200,000, just like what we said, 200,000 on the lowest end. Not even 200, but yeah, 200,000 on the lowest end, because that fuel because you can't eat 50,000 unless now you start buying. But once you are in South Africa, you are going to be moving from Cape Town. Like Cape Town to Johannesburg is really far. From what I've seen. We wanted to go to Cape Town, so we shall pass by. Yeah. Johannesburg. Because Cape Town is on the southernmost part. Okay. So then so guys, once we come to South Africa, we'll pass by Joburg, then we'll head over to Cape Town. I think Cape Town, from what I've seen, it's really expensive. We'll always get our way to maneuver around the cities of Cape Town, because if you can be able to survive in Nairobi city, then you can survive in most places. We're not going today. We have to plan first, and then think about going there, because going there is not a joke. Yeah, it's not. Until our YouTube is fully. Yeah. But guys, there could be someone in South Africa who is watching and they're like, let me guys sponsor your trip to Cape Town. Also, we'll really appreciate. But we, from our side, we want to start the preparations. We'll come, definitely we'll come. So we want to meet people from Cape Town, Johannesburg. We really want to experience the culture, the amapiano, the good music from there. Not just South Africa. If you are in Botswana, we want to experience. I especially want to go to Lesotho. To experience the life of Lesotho. It's such a mountainous country. I want to meet the king. So guys, we want to come to all those southern African countries. So guys, tell us, what do you think our trip is gonna be like?
But they shocked me.
It's very expensive. It was always going to be very expensive. So guys, tell us what's to be expected of us,
for sure,
and what do we expect to see in South Africa? Because, like me personally, South Africa has been among my top 3 countries to visit in Africa. And like we were saying now, after we pass by the King's palace, we're gonna go to South Africa. That king, I heard, there's a story I heard that the king, is it of Lesotho? He had married, I don't know, the daughter of South African president. So guys, confirm whether this is true.
So, and then now we go to South Africa. Once we get to South Africa, we definitely need a tour guide. And that's why we'll be talking about this trip in the next coming months, 2 months, before we think about going there.
Remember guys, at the moment, our net worth
is
we have $0 to our name. This also shows that anyone who is in our position, you can plan a tour
without money.
Without money. You can
just
plan
like
a journey without money, just like us. So guys, for us, for the 5,000, you said 5,000 kilometers to South Africa from Nairobi, about 3,000 miles. So guys, we are planning a journey to South Africa. We don't have money at the moment, but we'll do it. Like we always do.
We'll
figure
it out. What? I've been thinking, since we are doing YouTube, how about we go to Rwanda, because Rwanda is cheap. We go to Uganda, we make videos in Uganda, and then we go to Rwanda, we make memories in Rwanda. Then now, once we come back, now our YouTube is growing, and then now we go to South Africa.
Actually,
our page will have grown.
That's the best, because from here to Uganda, actually, once you are in Nyabohansa village, you are seeing now Uganda. Because from there to Uganda is about 200 kilometers. So actually, instead of planning
to South Africa,
we go to Uganda and Rwanda.
We make memories, and then our page is growing, and then now we go to.
I think that's, how did you think? Because you never think at times. But guys, my brother is planning good. So,
because once we make good videos, we'll be having more people, and we can even go to Tanzania. We go to Uganda, Rwanda, and then we go to Burundi, and then back to Tanzania.
That's a long distance though.
It's a long distance, but we might sleep at people's houses.
So guys, also, I think that's a very nice idea, because
if once we get to Uganda we don't have enough money, we can come back. But it won't even be really far, because the distance from Uganda to Kenya and the distance from Rwanda to Kenya, and the distance from Rwanda past Tanzania to Kenya is not really much of a big difference. Unless now you go.
Actually, that's very true. That's a very nice idea, because once we have fuel of about 50 USD, that's about 7,000. That fuel actually will take us to Uganda, Kampala. From our village, it will take us to there. And then now we'll make sure we've done plenty of videos. So guys, there's a lady, this lady, I'm forgetting her name. I really would want to shout out her name, because she is the one who gave us the idea of going to South Africa by car. We've been watching her videos. So she did many videos of her going to South Africa.
Katrina.
It's not, okay, Katrina also went to South Africa. Katrina is our good friend. So Katrina, if you are watching this, we appreciate our friendship.
You are talking about
but there's this lady who went by road.
So I think we can plan on that, by the way.
Because planning to go to South Africa will take us 3 months on the minimum. It's not even 3 months. It might take much than 3 months.
But if we go to Rwanda,
if we go to
Uganda
and
we
Rwanda,
need to go to Rwanda. We go to Uganda. We make good videos. Then we go now to Rwanda. From there we can.
That's now something we can plan even next month. I think
that's a nice idea.
That's a nice idea.
Then we come back.
Hopefully by then our YouTube is now growing and growing as much as we want it to do.
Yeah.
And then now after that is when now we'll be almost ready to go to South Africa.
Yeah.
But our end goal, guys, is going to South Africa.
Our end goal is to travel.
I'm saying of these 3 months. Yeah. So guys, this is just us planning ahead. You see guys, plan with us also guys. If you know Africa well enough, and you know East Africa well enough, and you also know Southern Africa well enough, you know Western Africa well enough, you know Northern Africa well enough, tell us where do you think we should start from? Because for us, we want to go to all of these countries, not just Africa. We watch many videos of guys traveling to Europe, especially Europe. Traveling Europe on a car is the best. Head south, that's the best.
And for us going to South Africa, we might go there and just doing videos with friends. We don't need to. Okay, I'll tell you how I want it later. I'll tell you how.
You can say. Why do you want to tell me later? It's not a secret.
I think most of the people who go to South Africa, they go showing how Cape Town looks like. But you see, like the boy we were watching earlier, when he goes to somewhere like Berlin, he's just making friends there,
over there,
memories. There's a type of energy.
Yeah. So guys, definitely, if you are watching us from any country, make sure we have our WhatsApp number on YouTube bio. You can text us and tell us how good is your country, so that we can plan on coming there. So like my Lamika said, once we go to South Africa or any other country, we don't want to go there just showing people how this country looks like. We want to make friends. Make friends. You guys show us around, and then also in the process of you guys showing us around, now we will also be showing people who watch us
where we are,
how is South Africa. That's how you get to know a place, I think. I think that's the best.
And it becomes more memorable,
right? Because once you have people, friends from a country, I think that's really a nice idea. Now Rwanda, we already have friends from Rwanda. We shall definitely go there and introduce you guys to our friends in Rwanda. Rwanda is Paul Kagame's country. And Uganda, we don't have friends in Uganda. So guys, if you are in Uganda, you're watching this, please hit us up on our WhatsApp number is there. I think that's really a nice way to travel.
Because you don't need to overwork yourself. Just go and wherever you can with the little
you have.
And it will become memorable.
Because the last time we went to Rwanda, we did a video of us going to Rwanda, but at that time we hadn't really known how travel vlogs should look like. So now we've watched more and more videos. We have experience on how these things should be done, so we'll make it even more memorable for you guys and for us.
I have an idea what to do.
But you don't want to say it on camera.
I mean, it's good for them now to
have
watch,
surprises.
And we'll see what is this that I'm thinking, because I have ideas flowing each and every day.
I think that's the best way to put it. So guys, in South Africa, we said, we want to go to all nice cities. It's not just Cape Town. We want to go even to those small cities. Do you know it's the small places that
have the best memories,
the best fun?
Because
I think that's true. It's the small. That's why you
people
call them
with
hidden
normal
gems.
Lives
Those are the ones that
the
have
best experiences.
Because in the bigger cities, it's number one, very expensive.
Number two, people are so busy.
Number two, people are very busy. Everyone is going about their life. Because also, everyone is almost like faking it. So I think those small cities also. It's not just the cities. We also want to experience the countryside of these areas. Like in South Africa, we heard that there's a small town only for the white people. So we want to know
and ask why.
Also in South Africa, there is like these wineries or vineyards.
I think that's where you might leave me behind.
So guys, if you are in
Once I
South
get-
Africa,
yeah, I will be a drunkard. once I
Lamek
come
might decide to stay over there. And for us guys, we don't, once we come over there, as long as we're getting nice people to interact with, and as long as it's not digging deep into our pockets, then we can stay there for as long as
it's,
yeah.
yeah.
Because the only problem with us is we don't have a lot of capital. That's number one. If we had capital, tomorrow we will be on the way.
Yeah, as we love traveling.
We love traveling a lot, but sometimes because like for us, we have to think ahead. We don't like come from those well-off families, so we have to plan ahead. Sometimes even if you have some capital, you want to travel, but you can't because maybe you want to start some small business. A small business so that it can sustain you over time.
Yeah.
But yeah, if it's possible, once we come to South Africa, once we come to Botswana, we can stay.
Yeah, at your backyard.
At your backyard also. If you have like a small space in your house, you can accommodate us. Yeah, that's very nice. So yeah, I think this very nice discussion.
We'll go there.
We'll go there. Yeah. But I think you've given us a better idea of starting with our neighboring countries.
We have, and then now we can always. Let's do what? Let's give it a month so I get my license, because you can't drive yourself all that distance. Once I get mine, we travel now.
Yeah, we travel to both of us are driving,
because it takes how many weeks to get one?
A month.
But
once you know how to drive, you can make it. I know a way to.
Yeah,
there is always.
Yeah,
so it's really going to be a nice experience for you guys.
So I think we'll definitely do that.
Yeah. So guys, also give us more ideas. What do you think we should do? Yeah,
once we get there.
Yeah.
So I think guys, that's been an amazing one. I'm just here looking at these receipts of the money that we've been spending in this zone.
We've really spent a lot in this.
They're giving us receipts. And it's not been cheap.
Yeah. So guys,
anyways,
for now,
yeah,
bye. Until next time.
Let me continue looking at this and see how much money we are giving these.
Yeah.